Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It is June 3rd, 2020, of course. I'm here with a severe weather briefing and a tropical storm briefing. We have our third tropical storm, Cristobal, I think that's how you say it, in the southern Gulf of Mexico, kind of by Mexico. Michael is here with us today.
Hello.
Yes. Andrew's storm chasing on his bike. So you do have Cristobal right now. It's a tropical storm. It is actually a strong tropical storm. It's 60 miles per hour right now, 994 millibars. This is the 7 a.m. advisory. Let's take a look at the cone, because this is the cone is kind of interesting. So you guys can see, it's kind of making land. It's forecasted to make landfall in Mexico, but then it's going to come back into the Gulf, kind of weaken a little bit, but then it's going to go back to a tropical storm Monday morning. We are looking at a landfall, and hopefully that does change, because I might wake up at 6 a.m. to live stream, or that, and who knows where it's going to go after. It's probably going to go up through Arkansas after that.
I think it actually made landfall this morning, like an hour ago.
Yeah, I did, I think, yeah. You can see it's right there. There's tropical storm warnings issued for a lot of the coast of Mexico right there, southern Mexico.
I think areas that are in tropical storm warning shouldn't be.
Maybe.
Because if you look at the area that has the tropical storm force winds, it's kind of out.
Yeah, but I understand. Probably because like storm surge and that kind of stuff.
That's true, yeah.
Some issues like with waves, but tropical storm force wind probabilities, portions of Louisiana, you guys already have a 20 to 30% chance of tropical storm force winds, and areas around that 10 to 20% going all the way up to Texas, Mississippi, even close to Alabama. Then 5 to 10% chance going up to Arkansas. And these numbers will likely get greater as the storm does move closer to the U.S., we're looking at maybe a landfall Sunday to Monday right now in Louisiana. That's what we're thinking right now. So the National Weather or the National Hurricane Center, sorry about that, that's what they're thinking also. This is our tropical storm force wind field. As of 7 a.m., we see it's decently large across a good amount of Mexico right there. Not like a lot of Mexico, but a small portion of Mexico. We have that. Yeah. Again, here's the cone. You can see it forecasted to make landfall early Monday morning as a tropical storm. Maybe even Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So yeah, this is what it's looking like right now on the IR infrared. See, it does have some pretty good cloud tops, cold cloud tops, across much of Mexico. We don't really see a defined eye or anything like that. We don't see any defined eye.
Yeah.
Can't really tell where the low pressure is, but it's this big area like that.
Look at the model intensity guns, and showing two of them that could be getting up to 80 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, two of these could be.
It's not out of the question.
Yeah, two of these say Category 1 already. And so I think this has changed a lot since yesterday. Now it's supposed to get weaker, and all the models now are saying it's going to be at least a tropical storm, which it is right now. So, I mean, that's kind of how it...
Yeah, there's also a chance that it might not even get out of tropical storm status. In Mexico could stay a tropical storm the whole time.
Yeah, even after it makes landfall, it could stay and go back into the Gulf of Mexico and not turn into depression.
Definitely better. It doesn't have to strengthen as much to become a hurricane.
Yeah. Now let's look at the SPC. We're gonna switch to severe weather. Now this is the SPC's convective outlook for today. They have issued an enhanced risk for this is problems with Epic Pen here. We have an enhanced risk in PA and New Jersey right there. Nice enhanced risk, pretty. I guess not really large, but our slight risk is definitely one of the largest ones we've seen this year. We're all the way from South Dakota through Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New York, and all the way into Long Island, New York. We have that big slight risk. And we have a marginal going all the way from Montana, pretty much to New York also, to the whole East Coast, or to the East Coast. Tornado threat today is... Actually, no, it's not that great. We have a 2% in South Dakota and southern North Dakota, and a 2% in Ohio, northern West Virginia, a lot of PA, southwestern New York, a little bit of southern New York, and New Jersey right there, literally the whole state of New Jersey. Wind threat today, we have a 15%, and our enhanced risk or 30% is for wind threat, or enhanced risk is for wind in New York today. We do have a 15% significant hail threat in Nebraska, Kansas, and South Dakota right there.
Also a 2% in North Dakota and South Dakota for tornadoes.
Yeah. Now let's look at tomorrow's convective outlook. We're not going to be looking at tomorrow in today's video. We're going to look at that tomorrow morning. But we do have a slight risk in South Dakota, Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, northwestern Missouri, western Iowa, and southwestern Minnesota. And a very big marginal risk again, going over in Texas, up to southern North Dakota, all the way over to southern New Jersey and the East Coast. So very big. Tornado is already a 5% tomorrow. I say this has a good chance of going enhanced tomorrow. The outlook has a good chance of going enhanced. Probably about 50 to 60% chance. I think there's about a 20 to 30% chance it might go into a 10% tomorrow. 10% tornado threat. So we're going to have to see that does happen. For day 3, this is now Friday. It's kind of going to be maybe a calmer day Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday, it ramps back up with 2 15% areas in the upper plains. North Dakota.
Day 5.
Yep, we have Montana might get on it. North Dakota has a 15%. South Dakota, and then let's get this. And then for day 5, same states, but we'd be down in Minnesota in the day or in the.
Yeah, 15%. I'd say enhanced risk is pretty likely for those 2 days.
Yeah, enhanced risk probably is going to happen for those 2 days. All right, so now let's look at the. We're going to be looking at the precipitation. We're using tropical tidbits today for this because it just looks a little better for precipitation, especially in the NAM 3-kilometer model, which is what we're using. So this afternoon in New York in our enhanced risk, or not in the northeast, we could see we have a few kind of line segments that could form, maybe even some embedded supercells. We do currently have a line going through PA, which I think still has some severe thunderstorm warnings with it. I think it does. We could see some isolated supercells to form in front of this, maybe kind of by New York City and New Jersey, that area. Maybe even eastern PA.
Very large.
Yeah. So we see that. Now we go over to the so now we're going to go look at the Midwest here because this is where we have our large slight risk today. This afternoon, we're going to be seeing some storms initiating across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and even into areas of Nebraska and South Dakota right there. All right, and now I did make a slideshow presentation today instead of having to go load through Pivotal Weather and stuff. I already did this, so we don't have to look at that in stream, or not in stream on the video. But today we do have 4,000 to 5,000 Cape across areas of Kansas, eastern Kansas and Missouri right there. Southern Illinois, around 3,000. New York in that area has around maybe 2,000 at peak. It's not really high Cape. And we do have we do have a lot of Cape going all the way to the southern or to the Gulf Coast states. So we do have enough Cape. We had the highest Cape today is centered in Kansas and Missouri and Illinois, like I said, and even Oklahoma today. Now let's go to the next slide here. This is our bulk shear today. This can give us an idea on where our tornado potential is. We have a lot of bulk shear in northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey, pretty much the whole state of New Jersey, southern New York. We also have another area of shear, which is going to be happening in Illinois and eastern Missouri later in the day. Now this is our moisture today. We have 70 dew points going into the kind of the or severe or enhanced risk. We have dew points in the upper 60s, maybe around 70. And then in our large slight risk, we have dew points in the around 70, maybe in the upper to mid 60s also in some areas. At 75 right there in northern Missouri. Southern Illinois around 73. So we definitely have a lot of moisture today. All right. Now this right here, this is our helicity today. So we have a lot of helicity across areas of southern New Jersey and a lot of New Jersey. We have a lot of helicity, 200 plus in those yellow colors, which you see a good amount of in southern New Jersey, Delaware, and portions of Maryland right there. We also do have areas of more helicity in Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois right there. And And where we have our good hail potential. Look at this. We have like a big area of 400 to 500 helicity right there. So that's kind of weird, but do have a lot of helicity in our hail, our significant hail area. I think that, and we have this is our last slide here. This is supercell composite. This is the last thing we're going to be looking at for today. Supercell composite numbers, and we have a high supercell composite in kind of areas of Kansas, Missouri. We have numbers up to maybe 12 to 16. Areas of Illinois could see, and Indiana and Ohio could see numbers up to isolated, maybe up to 6 to 8. PA numbers up to 5 to maybe numbers up to 5 to 10 in southwestern PA. But where we have our significant hail threat, look at that. We have almost 18 to 20 in that area. But that'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, I might have a live stream later. We'll have to see. If there's like 2 tornado warnings at once, or we get a 10%, I'm probably gonna live stream. Yeah, that'll wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out.